So back in 2014, the anime community held a JoJo posing tag, but I think it's time for a stand tag. Originally, I was requested by NZ Anime and Manga for my list of favorite stands, but being busy with other anime projects, I decided to instead make this video until further notice. This tag will be short and to the point, with the final question requiring some creativity that was inspired by Samurai Black. But first, here's an overview to the 8 questions. What stand do you think looks the coolest? What stand do you think is the most creepy? Which stand do you think is overpowered? Which stand or stand user do you think is pathetic? And since the anime fans are currently experiencing the hype for Stardust Crusaders, except for Dio, out of all the villains in Stardust Crusaders, who is your favorite? Which Stardust Crusader is your favorite character? From all of the stands in the entirety of JoJo, which one is your favorite? And lastly, if you could have your own stand, what would its name and abilities be? Those are the questions, and I will tag the following people on screen, but anyone watching this video is also welcome to participate. Even if you only seen parts 1, 2, and 3, you can still answer these questions. But for now, here are my answers. The stand that always looked cool to me has been Black Sabbath from Part 5 Vento Auto. Black Sabbath has this puppet-like design that reminds me of something from Konjiki no Gash Bell, where he could pass as a Momoto. The design is very ominous and appropriate for a villain stand, but it really upsets me how Black Sabbath gets the axe so early in the series. This stand wasn't exactly the most powerful, nor its user was the most interesting, but the presentation of both name and design should have belonged to a main villain. On another note, Dogashi, why the hell did you lazily draw this character for the JoJo anniversary? There are many creepy and disturbing stands scattered all across JoJo, but the one I can't get out of my head is the creation of Part 5's Babyface. It is so fucked up how this stand requires a human sacrifice to activate, but it's not just any ritual where a person is just killed for the blood or something. This fucking stand needs to impregnate a woman, and it bursts out of her skull just so it can work. The appearance of Melone threatening this snobby woman only adds to the terror as he builds up the tension leading up to the birth of Babyface. What makes the stand really disturbing is Melone implies that he must have used his stand countless times before, which would make Babyface a very fucked up stand. While its duty is to chase and kill a specific target, its activation is creepier than the actual ability itself. I'm just going to say Part 6 Stone Ocean's Bohemian Rhapsody. But if you want to know more in detail, then you should watch my older video of Top 20 Most Broken Stands. But while I'm on the subject, there were 2 stands that I forgot to put on the list. The first is Fugo's Purple Haze from Part 5 Vento Auto. Yeah, I seem to be in a Vento Auto trend right now. Anyways, Purple Haze basically releases a viral infection from its knuckles, causing anything exposed to this virus to die in 30 seconds. That's a world record. The other is Red Hot Chili Peppers from Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable. After rereading JoJo, made me realize how deadly this Frieza cell hammerhead dinosaur looking whatever. Basically, this stand can kill any person by electrocution, along with its lightning fast speeds, but the deadliest part about him is being able to pull people into outlets or other electrical appliances, thus making instant kills. For not being the list on broken stands, yeah, I totally dropped the ball on this one. Okay, this one's easy. The most pathetic stand, well, one of the most pathetic stand users ever is in Part 3 Stardust Crusaders, being Kenny G and his stand Tenore Sax. While the purpose of the stand is to create illusions, it could potentially be more threatening, but the way it was easily defeated is embarrassing. On the subject of miserable defeats, this is actually a joke that my friend made regarding the Sun stand. The joke is, while he may have been defeated in the most hilarious way, this guy could have killed Dio. My favorite villain from Part 3 has and always will be Darby the Gambler. From my first experience with him in the 1993 OVA up to the 2015 anime, he still remains to be a favorite in both suaveness, classiness, and even his fucking voice. All of his voice actors managed to give the character appeal, whether it was his southern accent to being voiced by both Kenji Utsumi and Banjo Ginja, who played both Raoul and Souder from Fist of the North Star. Manly!
Oh no, a bed could be made over any little thing. For example, take a look at that wall over yonder. See that cat there? Now then, why don't we just bet on which piece of beef jerky that cat will go after first? The left one or the right? Come now, sir, you have to admit this is exciting.
ダービーだ。二度と間違えるな。私の名はダービー。オービーでもバービーでもない。
Go ahead, Mr. Juster.
Jotaro, because he's half a Kenshiro. Start Platinum because he is so fucking manly. I mean, look how big he is! Plus, he punches the living shit out of people, just like Kenshiro. Alright, my stand would be named Master Plan, after the German power metal band. Master Plan's ability will be creating the opposite effect. For example, let's say someone shoots a bullet at me. The opposite of a fast bullet would be a slow bullet. However, I purposely planned for the opposite effect to have multiple uses of interpretation. Okay, the bullet could either move slower, or the opposite of moving towards me would be the bullet moving backwards. Another option would be making the bullet stop entirely, because the opposite of moving is not moving. So, like the creative uses of stands such as Crazy Diamond, Gold Experience, and Stone Free, inspired me to make this stand with multiple uses centered on a single ability. Therefore, it's called Master Plan. The potential for the stand is almost limitless, as the opposite of being injured is being healed, or it might even cause the opposite effect of an enemy stand ability. Master Plan is so broken, but it's so epic that when it punches people, it shouts, "I'm gonna win." And that's it for today, and I hope to see some JoJo's stand tag videos. I'm the Anime Hero, and I review anime so you can enjoy it.